Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of The Pit. This is Season 2, Episode 12, 6 p.m. Last episode ended on a crazy note with new shadowing nurse, Emma, getting attacked by that golfer that was like on drugs. So, who knows? People are probably going to crash out at the beginning of this episode. I imagine Dana's going to like just karate chop him in the throat. Like, things are gonna go crazy. But last episode we also had Langdon apologizing to Santos and her being like, I don't believe you, I think you should tell everybody what you did. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. Like, she's crazy. If you can't tell, I'm firmly on Langdon's side in that situation, but it's neither here nor there at this moment. We are getting down towards the end of the season. I think this episode and then 3 more left, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so 4 episodes total left in the season. And things are getting crazy. People are getting to the end of their emotional rope. Like, sanity is fraying a little bit towards the end of this shift. And so I'm really curious to see what happens next. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. Also down in the description, I have my gaming channel linked, but I will talk about that a little later in the video. Other than that though, let's jump into another episode of The Pit.
Donnie, thank you. I'm sorry. We'll get another nurse to replace Jesse.
Donnie's just peacefully doing his job.
Journeys are all over it. I know you got your own baby. What's going on? It's
Hula
the code
hoop.
Hula Hoop, Central 14.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
What the hell happened?
He attacked Ellis, so I gave him a shot to sell him down.
You all right?
Hell yeah. Damn.
Let's see.
She's got,
How'd
that's
you
like
get
a
money now?
whole
He slipped.
bruise. Yeah, Dana, he slipped.
Hey, can I get a selfie with you?
Me?
Yeah, you're kind of a legend among med students.
Really?
I call you Phantom of the Pit on account of you secretly living in the hospital for months.
What? It wasn't months.
Still waiting on labs.
How do you guys know that? Yeah,
Okay.
cuff
You all
him to
good in
that
here?
bed.
Oh, yeah, boss, we got this.
You sure you're all right?
I think so.
She is probably in shock. I don't think she's all right.
What exactly happened?
He grabbed him. He threw him up against the wall, ran in and gave him a shot.
Right, and did he slip before or after the shot?
Before.
Yeah, he had me in a headlock. I didn't see what happened.
What did you give him?
4 milligrams of Versed.
Who wrote the order?
I had it in my pocket. Was on my way to waste it, but shit was sideways. What?
Okay, so now he's altered from alcohol, Versed, and a head trauma. Now he's gonna need a head CT to rule out intracranial bleeding and a fracture.
Would you rather be Emma with a head injury or worse? We got this.
No, there's no we here. You need to pass this patient off and report him.
Fine. Emma, you're done with this bastard. I'll handle
No,
him now.
this is my emergency department, and I'm telling you to pass it off.
These are my nurses, and I choose what cases they work. And if you think for 1 minute putting anyone else from my staff at risk with that asshole, you better give your fucking head a shake. Come on.
Okay.
Did I kill my son?
No. He's not dead. He's recovering in pediatric ICU.
We'll be back to check on you again shortly, Miss Hodge.
Interesting verbiage, though. Did I kill my son? Like she played a more active role.
Yeah, but he went straight upstairs.
Really?
He may have just wanted to see his child first. Let's not jump to conclusions. Dr. Robbie, can I have a word?
Shoot.
There's...
In private.
Maybe we're gonna start to talk.
Her face says, you wish.
I'm going to recommend this ED have 2 attendings on shift at all times moving forward. This department is clearly too much for one person to handle. It's not healthy for you or the patients, and I'm very concerned by what I've witnessed today with some of the staff. What is going on with Langdon and Santos? I saw them having it out like it was fight night. Dr. Langdon hasn't even been here for 10 months, and you told me this morning there was nothing to worry about with Dr. Santos.
There isn't. Santos and Langdon have beef because she's the one who turned him in for taking meds.
I'm sorry, what?
Santos
It's casual.
is responsible
Chill.
for revealing Langdon's benzo addiction.
Was he stealing drugs from this ED?
Where do you
This
think he got him?
ED is the best of the best, and I would put it up against any emergency
hospital
department
admin
in
was
the
probably
country.
fine
And
with
it's
it.
going to be yours to fuck up, so don't fuck it up.
I'm surprised she didn't know. She probably should have been informed of that. But there's no way a hospital admin doesn't know.
You're not supposed to smoke out here.
Really? Seems to be working for me so far. How old are you, kid?
I'm 21.
21?
Tuesday.
Jeez, it's some kind of idiot savant.
No, just a
We
savant.
no longer use that term. It's derogatory.
You bruise easy millennials.
Actually, I'm Gen Z.
Even worse.
Okay.
I was stripping at purgatory to put myself through school when I was your age. Snowflake.
You're a bitch.
Hey, Amy.
No wonder you were
Yeah,
friends with
I'm
Ice.
getting off later than I thought. I'll give you a call when I get a better idea. When. I gotta go. I got the airway. You take the pulse.
Yeah.
Oh, he's throwing up. Not good.
When was his last dialysis?
It was supposed to be yesterday morning. I'm gonna need a nitro drip ASAP.
Okay.
If you gave that guy a serious injury with force inflicted from a sedative, you are not licensed to prescribe.
Anyone else uses force to stop an assault, they're a hero, but a nurse does it and we're punished.
You just happen to have a vial of Versed in your pocket.
It was extra from the medics. Good timing, I guess.
Where are you going?
Taking a pee. Do I need your permission to do that too now?
Ooh, Mom and Dad are fighting. Yeah, she might have screwed up.
Should we intubate?
Best to avoid that if possible.
Good BP. Let's start at 400 mics per minute for 2 to 5 minutes.
I was asking Dr. Javadi.
Don't you always start low
Okay.
and titrate up?
In flash pulmonary edema, we do the
Now she's gonna not like Langdon.
We tried to go to the center this morning. It's usually open on Saturday, but I think they closed for the 4th.
Where do you live?
Brookville.
It's like an hour and a half away.
Yes, ma'am. I tried Pine Ridge Hospital in Ford City, but I didn't know they shut down.
Yeah, they sure did.
He drove a long way to help his dad out.
Ready to finish our conversation?
We talked. Okay, now I gotta need you.
Please.
Tired of this shit.
Okay.
It's the second time that Emma was attacked by a patient today.
Okay.
I took one of my nurses, and these cyber assholes have thrown us back into 1999.
Well, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
You are not yourself today.
Either are you.
Makes two of us, son.
Do you have something you want to say?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like you're just tempting death because you don't give a shit anymore.
So this is about the motorcycle.
It's not just about the motorcycle, it's about the whole damn thing. You're actually telling people that you're going to a place called Smash My Head In.
Close, not quite. That's not the...
Robbie, your buddy Duke is insisting on leaving, and that MBA is here.
Hi, how do you do, sir? I'm Dr. Robbie. Come with us. We're gonna get you set up right over here.
Sorry, we'll get you something for the pain shortly.
Robbie and Dana crashing out.
So, what happened?
Well, she walked into the car.
You hit me.
No, I didn't hit you. You hit the car.
You backed up right into me.
I wasn't even moving.
Well, you're both in very good hands now.
Okay, well that sounds like a police issue. I don't know why they're in the same room together.
I'll just come back when it's not our nation's birthday.
You're already here. It's not gonna be that much longer, I promise. Just stay
Yeah,
and
it's
get your CT.
quicker to
I
stay.
will do it all when you get back and this place is less crazy.
This place is always crazy. I don't know when I'm gonna get back. Can you just sit the fuck down and wait a little bit longer? It won't kill you, but leaving might.
That's true.
Okay.
Also, Robbie doesn't plan on actually coming back.
You think she broke her hip?
If it's broken, you broke it.
right. Thanks, Eddie. Next thing, would you mind taking your shoes off?
Interesting.
What
Why?
Just being safe. Dr. King, what do you think about doing a Romberg test?
What is that?
It's a general evaluation of balance. Can you stand up, sir?
Okay. I bet he probably did back into that lady.
Great. Well done. How's she doing? Pulse ox 100%. Normal exam. No evidence of injury.
Great.
Okay.
Way worse for my older brothers.
I bet.
Still, though, it's traumatic.
How about we call it a day?
My shift isn't over.
This was a shift and a half for anyone today, believe me.
If it's all right with you, I'd rather stay. I'm not a quitter.
Okay.
If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will. We're here to help.
Okay.
Not to be punching bags.
Dana, come on. Take that advice yourself.
Something
Who are you?
wrong?
That depends. Are you a 4-month-old with severe diaper rash?
No, I'm Dorian Cole, and I'm pretty sure that I broke my collarbone.
Blunt trauma from a fireworks explosion in his storage unit. A&O, good vitals, large scalp laceration and bruises to
Worker,
the
or
chest.
was he trying to steal him?
The blast launched him into a rolled-down garage door frame.
Am I
Damn.
fucking dying here?
Dr. Robbie, this is Dr. Santos.
I can't hear you.
I'm Dr. Santos. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Dante, a lot of ringing.
That makes sense.
No pericardial effusion. The heart looks good.
130/85, pulse 108, sats 98 on 2 liter.
Okay. Ugh.
Fuck me.
What is it?
It's a pretty
That's
big
your
flap.
skull, brother.
Is that through the gale yet?
It is indeed.
Oh, crack my head open or what?
Don't worry, your skull is intact. It's just a very deep cut.
Oh.
I'll be next door, and Duke's CT line keeps growing.
Duke's just gonna leave or die.
500 cc's out. How you doing, Oliver?
Making some progress in here.
Can't tell if it was the phlebotomy or if the nitro finally kicked in.
Oh, could have been both.
He needs,
Dr. Cavity?
He needs
Okay,
insulin and glucose.
come
It's
on,
just
Al
potassium
Hashimi.
intracellular.
Exactly. 10 units, amputee 50.
Start with 5 milligrams of nebulized albuterol. It'll shift some potassium and help his breathing.
Dr. Hashimi's right. The nebs will hold them over until dialysis gets here. You got this.
I don't like her sudden change.
Come find me if you need me.
Very sudden switch up for her.
Is that the mom of the heat stroke?
Yeah.
Do you believe it was just an accident?
No.
Does it
I
matter?
don't.
As a doctor, no. As a mom, sometimes I can't tell if motherhood has made me more understanding or more judgmental.
Both.
Hello,
Good
Mrs.
God.
Stevens. I'm Dr. McKay. How you feeling?
You're a
Stupid.
tomato.
And really, really sore.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt so bad for the next, 2 weeks.
Your last patient left her blanket.
Roxy?
Fuck!
You good?
She died, the cancer mom with 2 kids.
Sounds like a tough one.
Yeah, that one sucked. Seeing those 2 young boys say goodbye to their mother was brutal. Just makes you want to cry.
So cry.
You'll feel better.
Wish I could. You know, I don't even remember the last time I cried. I'm not even sure I can anymore.
You want a hug?
God, no.
Why? He probably needs a hug.
We noticed your father exhibiting signs of an unsteady gait, along with other balance and mobility issues.
He sees an internist, neurologist, cardiologist, gastroenterologist. He's got a whole team of ologists.
Okay.
Both my parents used to be in pretty great shape.
So he definitely backed into that lady.
We are required to report impairments that might affect driving, and you will likely have
Is
to
that
take
other
another
lady
driver's test to keep your license.
the mom?
What does that
Like
got
they're
to do
married?
with Frida?
I'm stupid. I didn't realize they were together. That's why they're in the same room.
You'll be looking at a temporary move to some form of assisted living and rehabilitation for Frida's care.
How temporary?
Permanently.
Best case, 3 to 6 months, but she may never return to the functionality she had prior to the injury and recovery.
Okay, well, kill me now.
The new communities are not anything like the old scary nursing homes. They're really nice, and you get your own apartment.
It's true.
What if you have a heart attack or a stroke and there's no one there to help you?
You worry too much.
How can I not? Look what happened
Dude,
today.
you injured your wife with a car.
Becoming a very good doctor. Don't let old conflicts get in the way. Speaking of which, I want you and everybody else to see the trauma counselor while I'm gone. Yes?
Yes.
And I
She
asked
will
Mary
not
Kurt
do
to
that.
house sit for me while I'm gone. I figured that would distract from the whole farmer's widow thing.
Wait, what?
Bringing the mail, water the plants.
Yeah, fine.
She's like,
Looks good. You can start.
you didn't ask me if you could borrow my roommate?
3-layer closure, Galia, sub-Q, skin staples.
Ugh.
Enjoy the fireworks. And hey, if I don't see you before you leave, don't forget to buy me a souvenir, like a custom elk-bone carved hunting blade.
Nothing less from my favorite butcher.
Oh, you're gonna make a great ex-husband one day, Rubinovich.
You probably will make a great ex-husband.
Hey, you did what you had to do with that guy. Everything's gonna be fine.
From your lips.
To God's ears.
Oops.
What did you do?
Oops. What's oops mean?
Oh, she missed a staple.
We never say oops in front of a patient. Better? Keep
Does
going.
that one wrong too?
You might want to leave the fireworks to the professionals.
We are professionals. Got our official PDA consumer license a few years back. Gunpowder's in my blood, man.
Literally
Nothing
now.
like that. Ain't no fighting it.
More Fati.
Or like memento mori.
Okay.
Couple of JJ McCarthy's in here.
The only one who didn't study Latin for med school.
Yep.
Yes. And
Doctrine's in your blood, Robbie.
Don't you ever tell your mother about how fast you drove here.
I thought you were gonna die.
Speeding is worse.
I can't believe Pine Ridge closed. When did that happen?
I read about it a few months ago. Medicare spending cuts.
are there any other emergency rooms in the area?
Nope. It's gonna be a long way to drive for folks out where we live.
Mr. House, you'll need to stay
Yeah.
for a few hours.
And for stuff that needs immediate attention, those people just die because they can't make it here in
Mason,
time.
if you're hungry, we've got a pretty good cafeteria.
Don't lie to him.
We have a cafeteria.
I'm just gonna stay here with my dad.
Yeah, sure.
We have a cafeteria.
Thank you for saving him.
Subpar at best.
Are you still thinking rural emergency medicine when you're done here?
Not thinking. Doing.
Might not be any
I hope there's still
openings.
some hospitals left for
Yeah.
you to work at.
Yeah.
Ah, it's on the march of the Walking Dead night shift begins. First one
He's
in,
here.
Mateo, you get a gold star.
What happened?
Mateo with the
Left you guys at
beard.
the layup this morning.
Don't ask.
What up, Dr. J?
Right. That was some sort of basketball player, wasn't it?
Shame on you.
Yes.
Only the greatest Sixer to ever play the game.
Week 1 of year 4 of med school. You'll be ordering me around before you know it.
She would love to order you around later.
It's wild.
She just had a brief panic attack because you called her baby.
I choked her? No, I would never do something like that.
But you did.
Sorry, can you excuse me for a minute?
What if the glass just shatters?
Read.
Coke.
What's he
Meth.
saying anyway? He's in a bit of shock. Claims he doesn't remember anything. Maybe it's better for both of you that he doesn't remember what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you're ready to take my statement.
I think Dana might have took some of her frustration of her assault out on this man.
Okay, you got me. I did a couple of birdie bumps on the turn, but we were just having fun on the golf course.
Look, when alcohol is mixed with cocaine, your liver
Bad
produces a metabolite
juju.
called cocainethylene.
Well, what does that have to do with me?
What do you mean?
Allegedly doing what you said.
It's a psychoactive molecule more toxic and potent than cocaine. And it can lead to confusion, paranoia, aggression, and even psychosis.
Don't mix your substances, brother.
What happens now?
You get booked for
We're
assault.
gonna monitor you for a few hours, especially given your likely concussion. And you need to give a statement to the police outside in the meantime.
It could have been worse. No
Civil
shit,
War
man.
reenactor.
The triangular bayonets they created back then were designed to leave wounds that are nearly impossible to stitch.
Those bayonets have never met me.
Haha. Donnie's way better than them.
Are you guys from the Fort Pitt Museum?
Hey, you familiar?
Hell
I
yeah,
love you
Langdon's
guys.
a nerd.
My mom would take me to the fort every time we would come down and visit family as a kid.
We've been volunteering there as living historians for over 20 years.
I probably saw you then. Man, I can't wait to tell my parents about this. Well, you're in good hands. This guy could have saved a lot of lives with his sutures back in 1776.
Hell yeah, Donnie's the best.
It may be time to think about some of those alternative living options we mentioned.
This is another interesting for Mohan.
I can take care of
Interesting one for Mohan
Are you
because
gonna be able
she
to
doesn't
get her
want
into the bathroom, onto the toilet in the middle
her
of the night?
home to be taken away from her.
You could move in with us.
No, I can't. I have work. I have the kids. I
No,
can't.
no, no. No, okay? Just no.
Doesn't want to give up his lifelong home.
This place is a traffic jam. We're trying to merge you in, I promise.
That's no traffic jam. That's a 20-car pileup.
The sooner you get out, the sooner I get out, so you know I'm not bullshitting you.
Why are you jonesing so hard to get out and start your ride?
Because he wants to die.
I've got a schedule. I've got places to go. I've got people to see.
God, in particular. He's got to go see God.
I just have to get going.
You're worried if you don't leave tonight, you won't leave at all?
Yeah.
I get it. I can feel it in the air here. This place is like quicksand.
Right.
Dr. Robbie, Dante, the fireworks guy, something's wrong.
Okay, shit. Do not go anywhere. You are next up. I'm going to deliver you myself.
I'm starting to feel like a hostage in this place.
How do you think I feel?
We're going to cuff you to the bed next. He cut to the core. Something with Robbie real quick.
What's going on?
Fucking chest hurts.
Okay, 500cc bolus, 100% non-rebreather, please.
He's probably got literal gunpowder in his blood, and he's dying because of it.
Dante, there is a collection of blood around your heart. We need to drain it.
Oh, fuck.
That's not good.
So sorry, you can't be in there right now. Okay, we have to stabilize him.
He said he was fine.
Yeah, okay, there's been a complication. I just need you to take a couple deep breaths and try to stay calm.
Please.
Okay, just breathe with me. In. Okay, out. Look at me. Breathe in. Out. Very good. In.
Pearl is the best.
Okay, have you ever done an apical approach?
Nope.
For a time like the present, go lateral to my probe.
Full send.
Good blood return.
Okay, sometimes it only takes 20 cc's to let that heart fill again.
You'll have a room ready in 5.
All right, that is 40 cc's
Okay.
out.
Blood pressure's up, 90 systolic.
Okay, now we're gonna place the J-wire.
Good thing we didn't send him home. Nice save, Robbie.
Yeah?
You too, Trinity.
Is that an actual compliment?
Sometimes you guys get lucky.
She's hoping she's going to get lucky later.
Right by the family, sometimes just affirming a patient's independence, autonomy can do a world of good.
True.
Hey, Dr. Mohan, I heard a rumor that you were looking for an elective. Have you considered geriatrics? It's as much of an art as a science. There's usually an opening, and you seem to have a predisposition to the pace.
Slower pace.
Hey, have you seen Dana?
I think she went out for a smoke, lucky girl.
Girl, you had a smoke less than an hour ago.
You ever gonna tell me what really happened in there?
Nowhere.
You could lose your nursing license. Let me guess, that violent Versetta in your pocket. You drew that up for Doug Driscoll. In case he ever came back, and now you've just been carrying it around ever since.
McKay can sign the Versett order for me if you will.
I will sign the order. I will sign an extra order so you can have one when I'm gone. That's hardly the point.
Yeah,
You're the person who's supposed to be here keeping this running while I'm gone, not roaming the halls like a vigilante with a loaded syringe and a vendetta.
What is wrong with you today?
Mel and Alice had a deposition. McKay Street people in the park. Fucking Langdon.
At some point, you and Langdon got to work this.
I don't want him here.
He made a mistake and he paid for it.
Did he? Did he go to jail? Because I let him get away with the crime. So what does that make me?
Are you angry at him or are you angry at you?
Somebody could have died.
Oh, CD, somebody's always
Go ahead,
dying.
make jokes.
Yeah.
Make jokes instead of acknowledging
He didn't kill anybody.
that we know of.
And he saved a lot of lives that we do know of. Our kids disappoint us sometimes.
Langdon is not a kid.
No, but he's your guy and you're taking it personally. Langdon fucked up and you think that makes you look bad, but it's on him.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to leave this place when it's a shit show?
First you can't stay, now you can't go. What is it, Rabinovich?
No, I'm going. I just thought I could leave it a little better when I did.
Oh, don't be such a martyr. This place is always teetering on the brink of disaster, with or without you. We do it every night, every day off. This place is bringing to one person. It survived without Adamson, it survived without me, and it'll survive without you.
Damn, Dana, tell him. Oh, sorry for interrupting. Just wanted to let you know this episode is brought to you by, once again, my gaming channel. Just popping in quick to give a little shout out to my gaming channel. If you are someone who likes video games, consider subscribing. I just started Crimson Desert on the channel, and I play a lot of other games as well. So again, if you're interested in video games and watching me play video games, subscribe to my gaming channel, linked in the description down below. Your support over there would mean the world. Otherwise, back to the reaction.
Every old person knows what it is to be young, but no young person can know what it is to be old. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Mayan's just getting a lot of things to apply directly to her life right now. Don't. You leave that compulsion where it is.
You doing all right?
Never better, thanks. Bye.
She was thinking of borrowing a scalpel to go cut.
It was literally my first day of being a doctor. And Langdon gaslit me and made me question my skills over and over. And it's taken me a long time to feel like I belong here. And now he's back. And I don't even care that he was an addict. I care that he was a fucking asshole. And it's like
Yep.
no one here even remembers any of this.
And he apologized for being an asshole.
Robbie is the only attending who actually sees through the bullshit. But now he's leaving for some grand ego death spirit quest, and Robodoc over there shoots me in the proverbial dick.
Garcia's here. She likes you, right?
She doesn't like me.
She just wants
She
to
likes
fuck
getting
her.
laid. I'm her stress relief squeeze toy, or was. You know, she and Langdon would make a great couple. Because on top of all of that, you're the one who's being super shady about moving out on me.
Moving out.
Yeah, I heard you're gonna go squat at Robbie's sad bachelor pad.
Honestly, I thought that was your idea to get me to move out of the apartment.
No, I wanted him to give you some fatherly advice about going all farmers only and not.
She
giving
feels
you the keys to
abandoned.
this fucking house.
Oh my God.
No, I know. It was none of my business.
No, it's not that. It's
She's gonna be lonely. She's gonna miss you.
you actually like living with me, don't you?
Maybe.
What are you talking about? You leave your dirty clothes everywhere. You eat all of my avocados as soon as they ripen. You keep pausing the TV to ask the dumbest questions. I've never seen someone consume so many. It's disgusting.
Just say it, and I won't move out, okay? I'm not gonna be doing much of Robbie's. I'm gonna be taking in his mail and be watering his plants.
Say what?
That you like him as a friend.
Admit that you like having me as your roommate.
You are such a fuckleberry. Have fun with Robbie's plants.
You have no idea how much.
This is the most I've liked Santos all season.
How much longer until I get these things off and go home?
Probably not.
You assaulted a nurse.
You're getting booked, buddy.
You said it was the cocoethyl thing that made me go crazy.
Yeah, you still did it, though.
Well, if you're drunk and you kill someone, you still kill someone. Since you golf and can buy cocaine, I assume you can post bail after your arraignment.
You're gonna ruin my fucking
rich,
life.
buddy.
But it being our nation's big, beautiful birthday, that hearing may take longer than usual.
Ah, big, beautiful.
You know,
Consider rehab, buddy.
I can leave you with these.
Rehab? Fuck off. I'm suing this whole hospital and you for personal injury.
Good luck convincing your jury of that one.
Oh, fuck this whole place and fuck all of you! No, not you, officer. Fuck!
It's your own fault, buddy.
Westbridge and Good Dominion have settled their cyber dispute.
Okay.
They paid the ransom?
Yeah. Our IT department is confident in our defenses, so they will be rebooting everything soon. Slowly but surely.
Hell yeah.
This means you're clear for takeoff. Nothing here we can't handle with night shift coming in.
Free to go.
Hey! Robbie, buddy, you got me to come in, got me to take my test. You don't got to babysit me. That's why I have a nurse. What's your name, sweetheart?
Nurse Vivi, sir.
Nefertari?
You know, in a previous life, I had a lot of friends who liked to see how close the edge was. As if it was a challenge they were called to meet. Trouble is, they all inevitably found it.
Okay.
She knows what you're doing.
I'm just picking up on a weird vibe from you today, is all.
Yeah. Well, it's been a weird day.
Everybody's noticing, buddy.
You leaving?
Yeah, my shift is over and I ain't getting paid to be here. Quite literally the opposite, in fact. You know 62% of ED docs report suffering from burnout?
Painfully aware.
Yeah.
Maybe all you lunatics need to learn how to set some boundaries. Like me. Good luck on there, sorry about the mess.
Yes.
Okay, bye, Joy. She's got a healthy work-life balance.
Head trauma. Unwitnessed fall from the warehouse catwalk where he works as a security guard.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the guy from earlier who left. Okay, very intense episode, and I feel like the next three are just going to get even more intense emotionally. A couple quick points that I just thought were interesting. Joy. Joy leaving, like, right at the end of her shift is so millennial and Gen Z coded. It is incredible. Like, Langdon being like, you know, a lot of us typically try and stay and help out a little if we can. And her being like, one, I'm not getting paid to do that. In fact, I'm paying to be here. Love that. Like, that is so person under 40 coded to be like, I'm not doing things that I'm not getting paid for. Like, why would I do that? Like, work-life balance, baby. Her face walking out the door almost led me to believe that maybe, like, next episode something's gonna be happening and we're gonna see her come back in and be like, I actually like doing this. I want to help out. Like, I don't know. It could be me pulling something out of thin air, but I feel like Joy actually found her element a bit in the ED, and I think she might actually realize she likes it more than she thought she would, and she might come back to finish the shift. I don't know. If she doesn't come back, though, I love that for her. You know, protect your peace, queen. You know, you finished your shift, get out of here. It's wonderful, honestly. One thing that is not wonderful, who she started out fine, but now is like, I just very much dislike her, is the older charge nurse. What was her name? I don't even know her name. The one that came in because all the stuff was down and she knew how to do stuff. I liked her at first. And I thought her low-key nicotine addiction was like a fun little quirk about her, that she just like always needed to be smoking. But then last episode, when she was all buddy with the ICE agents, and then this episode when she's calling Javadi a snowflake, I was like, okay, like, you suck. You're a bitch. Like, you're so unbelievably MAGA coded. It's insane. Like, her little dumb little thing being like, you Gen Z, or you, well, one, actually, it's even worse. The fact that she calls out millennials, even though Javadi is not a millennial, she's Gen Z. but that is also, that specific verbiage is so MAGA coded as well. Like far right Republicans and just Republicans in general, when they think about young people they hate, they don't think about Gen Z. They think about millennials, right? They think that millennials have ruined the world. And so her being like, yo, you millennials can't do anything. It's like, okay, I know what you are. Like, you are so dumb and you're so like willfully ignorant, right? Like, it's just a tiny small example of her being like willfully stupid and ignorant, because she doesn't even want to like put the effort in to realize that Javadi isn't a millennial. Right? She's like, oh, you millennials don't know anything, don't know how to do anything. And it's like, okay, she's not a millennial. So like, what now, idiot? Like, she's Gen Z, but you are so set in your dumb, ignorant ways that you don't care and you'd rather just complain about millennials. It's like, it's so stupid. And I love Javadi's face being like, excuse me? Like, what are you talking about, lady? Like, there's a reason you got forced out of the emergency department. If you were any good at adapting to the future, you'd still be here, right? Like, when she first got here and she's like, oh, computers forcing me to retire. And it's like, maybe you just weren't good at the job. Right? Like, the only reason you're here is because we're stuck back in 1985. Like, what if you were any good at doing things in a modern, sensible way, you'd still be working here, girl. Like, come on. So yeah, don't like her. She's the worst. I'm surprised we didn't see Ogilvy at all this episode. He was scrubbing up in some surgery, which is cool for him, but like, I don't know. It's kind of weird just to have him not in an episode. I wonder if he'll leave too, because Joy's leaving. I wonder if this was his exit to the show, possibly. I don't know. What else? Oh, let's talk about Mohan a little bit. She had her patient come back in at the end of the episode because he fell at work again. You know, he left against her medical advice, and he got hurt again in his back in a much worse fashion. She's probably gonna get yelled at for that next episode by Robbie. Robbie's gonna be like, oh, this is why you're bad at the job. This is why you don't belong here, because you let your patient leave. And it's like, Robbie, I'm gonna kill you. If you don't kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you. So that's gonna suck for her. She keeps getting the short end of the stick. She was working with some old people this episode and like handled it very well. I think her and Mel's combo there of Mel's personal knowledge of like these care facilities and Mel being like super good with like that sort of, like, I feel like Mel would also excel with old people, but I feel like the two of them combined on this situation just like worked really perfectly. And Mohan also just keeps getting these like real life things brought to her by patients that she can apply to her own life and and maybe like calm down about her mom a bit. Like last episode we had the patient with the calf issue where she was like, what is worrying gonna add to your life? And it's like, yeah, Mohan, you know, maybe that's a good thing to internalize, is like, we don't need to be freaking out about these things all the time. And then this episode, them being like, hey, you know, I don't want to leave the house that I've been living in my whole life. Like, her and them very much connect because she's all upset about her mom selling the house and all her things and all her memories, and they don't want to go through the same thing, and her having to kind of take the opposite position to her real life scenario and be like, hey, this could be a good thing. It can be helpful. It can be easier on everyone. You know, it'll relieve a lot of the burden around your lives. And having her have to then maybe internalize that when she thinks about her mom, like, that is clutch. But then also realizing like, hey, like, my mom's a full-fledged person. I can't necessarily like dictate these decisions for her. I think it's super nice for her to internalize that. I also liked how Mel kind of had to take the opposite position to her situation with Becca, even though I still very much am on Mel's side in that situation. I liked that this episode, when these people are like talking about how they don't want to go into a care facility because they don't really trust it. They don't want to do all these things, and Mel being like, actually, they're really great. They will help you and support you, and you will be safe there. Like, after last episode, she was like, they're so complacent. They let my sister have sex. And it's like, I just thought those two having to combine and then confront different positions that they've held in the last couple episodes worked really well. And I also thought 75% of Robbie's comment to Mohan was good. And then the last 25% was like, all right, man. Like, why you gotta say that? So Robbie being like, I think you should look into geriatrics. It could be good for you. I was like, yeah, dude, like, you see her. You see what she's good at, and you realize she could be effective in that field. Like, Dr. Al had the same observation earlier in the season where she was like, geriatrics would be really good for you. But then he follows it up with, I think you would have a proclivity to the pace, which is, I mean, he's not wrong, right? He's not wrong. He was just being a dick. Mohan does take a lot of time with patients. Like, she really slows things down and connects with them to not just treat the immediate thing that's happening in the ED, but she really wants to connect with them to provide a more long-term plan and health-focused plan for their whole life, not just, hey, let's solve what's immediately in front of us. And I think Robbie sees her as a kind of a mirror to him a little bit, where he's like, hey, you could be really, really good. Like, you could be the best doctor here if you wanted to be, right? Like, I think he sees the potential in her, but also he's like, you are too slow. You can't be, like, if you want to be a great ED attending or ED doctor, you can't be focusing so much on long term, and you can't be slowing this down so much. Like, you have to be a little quicker pace than this. And again, he's not wrong. He's just kind of a dick, right? Like, he's right in the fact that I think she would handle the pace of geriatrics a lot better. Like, she would feel much more comfortable and much more in her element. Granted, she can and has risen to the occasion in super fast-paced environments, like last season with the mass shooting incident. Like, she's fully capable of that. But I do think she would fit in and be more natural in a slower-paced environment, if that makes sense. So, like, he's right about that, but just the way he had to say it just felt so underhanded and rude. And it's like, man, like, why can't you just be nice to her? Like, can't you just support her? Like, where's Abbott? Dr. Abbott needs to come back and lift her up a little bit, right? Like, come on, man. Oh, some other things in this episode that I liked was McKay giving that douchebag the rehab pamphlets. Like, love that, McKay. So, like, simultaneously so petty from her, but also, like, her being incredibly empathetic and like, hey, you could actually use this and get better. Like, she's a former addict. She was super nice to Langdon. Like, she knows what it's like, and she knows, you know, the consequences of your actions while being an addict don't really define you, and you could become a better person. And so her being like, hey, this could be something, and then he just freaks out, and she's like, all right, F you, man. Like, you're going to jail, buddy. It's so funny. Like, him trying to be like, can I leave now? Like, we found out that I was on drugs. It's not my fault. And McKay being like, oh, no, just because you were on drugs doesn't mean it wasn't your fault. Like, you took those drugs. Like, it doesn't excuse your actions because you don't remember doing it. Like, you still did it. You still have to face the consequences. Like, you're not going home, buddy. You're going to sit in a cell. Like, what's not clocking here, buddy? Like, and she's like, you're rich anyway. You'll make bail. Like, this is just gonna be an assault on your record. Like, like you're rich and white. Like you're gonna be fine. And yeah, I think he needs to go to rehab, but I also think he needs to go to anger management. The dude's a psycho. I'm glad Dana punched him in the face. Like he deserved that. And she had the what thing in her pocket for her own self-defense. She's carrying it around for Doug Driscoll, the dude that punched her, and she just used it on this guy just in case. Like, I love that for her, but also like I feel bad for her. The whole Dana situation in this episode, her and Robbie, their crash out was just, oh man, like it's a lot. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. What I also want to talk about this episode is I forgot. Oh, Santos. Santos and Whitaker. Weirdly, this is the episode that I have liked Santos the most. Right? I've been really annoyed with Santos, and low-key last episode I was like, frick Santos. Like I really don't like her. This episode is the most I've liked her since season 1. Like her finally just being honest and being like, yeah, like I'm not upset because he's back and he shouldn't be, like, due to the things he did, like criminally wise, like stealing drugs. Her finally being like, I'm mad that he is back because he was an asshole to me. Right? Like when she crashed out at him last episode and made a big deal being like, you shouldn't even be here, you committed a crime. Like her crash out felt more disingenuous than anything. And so for her to this episode be like, to Whitaker, be like, yeah, it's because he was, you know, mean to me and gaslit me on my first day, and I never really recovered from that. Like that is so refreshing to have her just be open and honest. It's probably the first time since that happened that she's actually been open and honest about her feelings about something, right? You know, she hasn't probably been open and honest like that to Garcia, because Garcia is taking it like, bro, I don't want to talk about Langdon. Like, it's evident that she's been talking about Langdon the whole time and not about her feelings. You know, we've had it essentially confirmed due to multiple conversations with Robbie that she hasn't gone to the trauma counselor. She hasn't talked to any, like, gotten any help or talked to anyone about it. So it seems evident to me that this conversation with Whitaker was the first time that she is actually opening up and saying how she really feels and telling the truth about the situation and being like, yeah, I'm upset because he personally wronged me. And yeah, and again, it also just makes her crash out last episode being more annoying because it's like, yeah, Langdon apologized for how he treated you. Like, that's all he needed to do. It's just like a lot. I do think people are going to need to, at Whitaker specifically, is going to need to be, you know, a little bit more supportive of her going forward, because I think that vulnerability that she showed in that moment also may have scared her a little bit and made her feel uncomfortable, because we see a little bit later she's really eyeing up that scalpel, right? Like she's going to take that scalpel either to the bathroom or home and she's going to cut herself with that. We've seen her scars. So hopefully she doesn't do that. That would suck. I don't want her to harm herself. And I think her being open and honest with Whitaker and confronting her actual feelings might have opened up that wound a little bit to where she might feel the need to cope with that scalpel. And I hope she does not do that. I would like to see her talk to the trauma counselor and the therapist and come through this in a more positive manner. I also really liked her and Whitaker when he's like, ooh, you actually like me living with you, don't you? Like, very SpongeBob coded, when he's like, Squidward, you like a Krabby Patty, don't you, Squidward? Like, it's just, in that moment, the dynamic between those two was so endearing, and her not wanting to admit it, her like refusing to admit that like low-key those two are best friends was brilliant. And him being like, yeah, well, she was upset earlier when she found out that he was going to be leaving. She's like, essentially like, he didn't even ask my permission if he could leave, and he hasn't even told me. She doesn't know how long it's been since he was brought this opportunity. uh she probably thinks that he was keeping it from her. But him being like, he just wants me to like house sit. Like, I don't need to live there. Like, I can water his plants and do other stuff. It'll take an hour of my day, and then I'll come back home and we can watch TV and eat avocados together. Like, it's fine, Santos. I'm not leaving you. You know, I think she is starting to feel lonely and abandoned, especially he's probably one of, if not the only men that she feels safe around in her life. And now he's been spending a lot less time there and spending time on that farm with Amy and her kid. Now he's potentially moving out completely. She's probably like, no, like, my support system, it's going away. She doesn't want to be alone in her pain. You know, opposite of Robbie, where Robbie wants to go be alone in his pain, she doesn't want to be alone in her pain. And I like that he was like, all right, I'll stay if you just admit you like me. Like, if you admit that we're best friends, I will stay. And her being like, no, I wish you die. Like, that dynamic, like, that whole thing was just the most I have liked Santos all season long. And all it took was her being truthful about her feelings, and having Whitaker being like, all right, fine, like, we're besties. like we can be besties. It's fine. We'll live together and we'll be homies. It's great. So yeah, my dislike of Santos, like, the low key, I don't dislike her anymore. Now, if she continues to be rude to Langdon and like insubordinate, then I'll be very much annoyed with her still. But like, her just being truthful and having that dynamic with Whitaker is enough for me to be like, all right, Santos, like, you all right. Like, you all right. Now, someone who might not be chill with Langdon anymore is Dr. Al-Hashimi. I don't know how she didn't know. Right? Like, she should have been informed about this. She knew that he was in the program. Like, I don't understand how I don't know. Yeah, Robbie casually reveals to her that Langdon was gone because he was stealing pills from the ED, and that Santos was the one who outed him. And she's like baffled. She's like, excuse me? Like, he was stealing drugs? Like, how does she not know any of this info? Like, she should have been briefed on this. Like, if this was real life and she was the incoming attending, she should know all of this info. Right? Like, I feel like it would be important for her in her role to have all of that info. I'm sure Robbie may not have brought it to the board or something that Santos was the one that outed him, because she didn't bring it to the board. Like, she says herself, she did not report him, and she was like, I should have reported you, but she didn't, which means either Robbie reported it, or I think the more likely situation was that Langdon reported himself, because Robbie seems to think that it was Santos that reported him, and she is saying, I should have reported you. So the only other situation there is that Langdon himself turned himself in. But yeah, Robbie so casually just drops that on her as though like, hey, whatever, not my problem anymore. I'm gonna go kill myself. And she's freaking out, being like, what? A couple things. She should probably have put 2 and 2 together. I think from what I've seen everywhere, from like the official podcast to a lot of actual ED doctors that I've seen online talk about the situation, it's generally assumed that if one of these doctors is in this program specifically for having a drug addiction, it is generally assumed that they probably got those drugs from the hospital, right? Unless they had an injury. I mean, he had an injury, or like unless they had a current injury, it is generally assumed that they diverted drugs from the hospital they work at, because where else are you going to get those drugs? So I don't really know why she's like so confused about the fact that he was stealing drugs. Like, yeah, like where do you think he got the benzos to support his addiction? Like, did you think he conjured them out of midair? Like, what are you talking about? And then the rest of the episode kind of giving him the cold shoulder and very much not trusting his opinion on things. It's like, okay, like Dr. Al, you were so supportive of him earlier in the season when you knew that this was his first day back. He's part of this program. You knew all these things. And now, because it's revealed that like he stole them, you're like, nah, like like what? You should have put two and two together. Like, you should have known this. Even if you didn't put two and two together, you should have been informed. So that's not like completely her fault, but like still, like I didn't love the fact that she was immediately like just letting him down. Right. That was it's a bummer. Like this halfway acceptance of Langdon is crappy. Like either have him not be able to work here or not be able to be a doctor at all, or like allow him back fully. Like like the halfway will they won't they treatment of Langdon sucks. And I hope it doesn't like escalate further into more stuff, because it's, you know, again, I crashed out about this last episode, but there is no way in the world that hospital admin and the medical board doesn't know the full details of what's going on. Like, she seems so shocked, being like he was stealing drugs, like, and he's working here, and it's like, yeah, like, again, couple things. Last season, Robbie had Dana do a full audit on all of the drugs that Langdon prescribed, so that's in the system. They did that. They know all of that. As soon as his addiction would have been reported, the admin themselves would have done a full audit and a full investigation on all of his patients, all the things he prescribed. Like, it would have been found out by them very quickly and very, very easily that he was diverting drugs. And as part of his program that he's in, he is, you know, subject to mandatory drug tests like 3 to 5 times a week, like all these different things. They have set several parameters to be okay with him practicing again, right? If he fulfills these requirements and stays within the guidelines and the parameters for the 5-year program, they will not escalate it to a criminal activity, right? The hospital, the medical board, all these things have invested a lot of time and money and effort into Langdon becoming a doctor and staying a good doctor. They're not just going to throw that away, right? They're not going to throw that investment away. They're going to want to continue to have good doctors in their program, in their area, all of that. So yeah, they'll put him on this program, this 5-year program, and if he stays within the guidelines, he's good. Now I assume if he relapses, which multiple people in the show seem to either think or desire for him, like Santos can't wait for him to relapse. Robbie is blatantly saying that he thinks Langdon is going to relapse. If he does relapse, he will almost certainly lose his medical license, and the hospital then will probably refer him to the police department for criminal action. So yeah, like hopefully it doesn't turn into some bigger issue with Al-Hashimi, because that would really suck. But yeah, the biggest issue this episode was Robbie and Dana just at each other's throats, because Dana low-key assaulted that patient because he assaulted Emma, and Robbie being like, what the hell, like, you can't do that, like, we have to go through this whole process now. You're not allowed to work with him anymore. Like, put someone else on this case, hand it off. And her being like, hell no, I'm looking out for my nurses. And them just like two people who have low-key been beating around the bush the whole season so that they don't cause a crash out are now actively being like, you know what, fuck the bush, let's talk about it. Like, if we want to get real, like Dana being like, all right, if you want to get real with me right now, let's get real. Like, let's talk about your crap, Robbie. And I hated it and loved it. Like, don't love to see mom and dad fighting. I like both of them made valid points. I think Dana made a lot more valid points than Robbie. But him being like, you have probably been carrying that thing around for 10 months and like waiting for Doug Driscoll to come back. You know, the assault that she has claimed to move on from, she clearly hasn't moved on from it. She's been advising her and Robbie both are both do as I say, not do as I do type people, you know, because she's been with the girl that was assaulted earlier in the season, and then with Emma being like, hey, you need to report this, you need to talk about it, you need to accept that it happened, you need to forgive yourself, you need to do all these things. She hasn't done any of those things, right? She didn't want to press charges against Doug Driscoll. She didn't want to forgive herself for what happened, realizing it's not her fault. She didn't want to accept any of that. She's literally carrying around a self-defense weapon just in case he comes back. Like, she hasn't moved on. She hasn't accepted that it wasn't her fault. She, you know, didn't press charges against him. All these things. Robbie calling her out for that, being like, yeah, if you want to have it, sure, I'll write you another one. Like, if that's what you need to feel safe, I'll do it. But like, you need to be honest about the fact that you assaulted that dude. And like, he's calling her out because she's calling him out. And her being like, listen, man, like, this place will be fine without you. It was fine without Amundsen. It'll be fine without you. It'll be fine without me. Like, you don't need to be here. Go home. like him feeling like he needs to hold this place up on his shoulders. She's like, bruh, like, stop. Like, he had multiple people this episode be like, hey man, don't kill yourself. And him being like, what? How do you know? Like, it's oh man, it's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, I think three or four people this episode were like, made direct comments being like, are you gonna kill yourself? Like, his buddy, when he's talking about the stuff, he's like, hey man, I don't know why you want to get out of here so bad. And he did make a comment. He's like, maybe you feel as though if you don't leave now, you're never going to leave. This place is like quicksand. And whether it, like, I think it's tough because Robbie, he doesn't want to be a martyr. He wants to leave this place in good standing so that when he kills himself, it doesn't fall apart. And he thinks that, like, that's part of the reason why he's crashing out at everyone, is because he's like, yo, like, I need you guys to step up and handle this shit because I'm gonna go blow my brains out on a bike. Right? Like, that, again, that's why he's crashing out at Mohan, is because he's like, I look to you as one of the supporting pillars of this place. If you can't handle things and are crashing out and having panic attacks, I'm not gonna feel good about killing myself later. Like, that's why he's crashing out at Mohan. And his buddy being like, this place is quicksand. If you don't leave now, you're never gonna leave because you're gonna keep finding reasons to stay. You're gonna keep finding things that are wrong, and it's slowly gonna eat away at you until you kill yourself here, and then that affects everybody else, and then this place burns to the ground. And that's Robbie's thought process too. He's like, if I don't kill myself out on the road and I do it 3 years from now here, it's going to be so much worse for everyone involved. Like, he has the tiniest bit of like internalized empathy and sympathy for the general public, where he's like you can tell deep inside he's still a good person, but his depression is just having such an impact on him, where he's like thinking about the greater good almost, of like, if I allow this place and allow myself, if I allow myself to tear this place down in my depression, it's going to be so much worse for everyone. But if I can put some scaffolding in place and then blow my brains out, the general public will be good and everyone can forget about me. Right? Like, that's his plan. And his friend Connie calls him out on it. McKay calls him out. She's like, I got a weird vibe. Like, she's seen it. She's like, I have had a lot of friends who have gotten as close to the edge as they can, and all of them fell off the edge. And him being like, what do you mean? And she's like, buddy, you know what I mean. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, essentially being like, step away from the edge, because it's tempting. It's tempting to lean a little bit farther to see how far you can get before you pull yourself back. But you're gonna fall into the abyss and you're gonna take your own life. Abbott called him out earlier. McKay called him out, and Dana's calling him out. Like, everyone is telling him, like, hey man, we can tell what you're about to do. Don't do it. Talk to a therapist. And him being like, I don't know what you're talking about. And not wanting to address the conversation. And yeah, it's a lot. And he's crashing out. And next episode, him and Dana, it looks like, are gonna have it out even more. Like, he's either gonna drive Dana to quit, or next season she's gonna lead like a nurses strike or something. Cause, like, as it stands, it is untenable. And something worse is probably about to happen, because there's still 3 episodes left. Like, he's thinking about leaving. The night shift is arriving. He's got to stay for another 3 hours somehow. So, like, maybe his friend is going to get sick or die or something. And then, I don't know. Like, there's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, or if I even, said everything correctly or eloquently, or like got my thoughts across clearly. But there was a lot. There was a lot in this episode. People are crashing out. It's mushy. It's complicated. I'm curious what is going to happen next. I think that's all I have to say about this episode, though. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Very curious to see how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. And then again, if you like video games, consider subscribing to my gaming channel, also linked in the description down below. Your support over there would mean the world. But other than that, that's all I got. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.